Hi everyone, Valerie here. Welcome to the November edition of what to sow, grow and do in your garden. First thing we'll deal with is what to sow. There is still time to sow broad beans. I know it's getting late, but if you've got a bit of cover, you can still get them in. It's probably best at this time of year to plant them up into small pots and wait till they've grown to about this size. These are ones I had growing and they will be going out this week. This is a broad bean called the SUTTON and it's very good for overwintering. It's also a dwarf variety, so there's no staking. Another excellent one to grow over winter is AQUADULCE CLAUDIA. This is a slightly bigger one that will need staking, but it's a very good overwintering broad bean. Some people aren't keen on broad beans because of the black fly, and they do get a lot of black fly if you don't take these tops off. All you would do is nip the top sort of 4 inches off when the flowers are starting. Once they're grown, not at this size, they're still babies, they are well worth growing. Not only do they keep the ground covered during the winter months, which you want, but they're an excellent source of protein, vitamins and fibre. Oh wow, look at all the roots coming out underneath. I think I need to get these in the ground. There's still time as well to get peas in the ground. A good one for overwintering is Meteor. It's a real favoured one by gardeners. You can also still grow lettuce if you've got somewhere warm to keep them, or a cloche in the garden. Something like this all year round, or made for this time of year, Arctic King, especially in Scotland. You can still put things like rocket in, or I got this free with my Kitchen Garden magazine. It's a spicy leaf mix. It's got things like mustard, mizuna, rocket. Corn salad is another good tried and trusted salad crop for this time. And did you know you can still grow things like radish? Undercover, that is, every couple of weeks. This year I'm trying this one as well. It's a black Spanish round and it grows quite large and it will stay in the ground, it says, until the end of December. But have you thought of sowing herbs? Not out in the garden, but in small pots and growing them on the windowsill. I've got some parsley, I've got some basil, coriander and chives, just to get a start, and I shall try them on the windowsill and see how they go. They won't grow the size of the full plant, but you just use them as you would do a supermarket herb. Now, the other thing to go in is the garlic and onion sets. If you're like me and you've had to wait for yours to arrive, the ground can be a little bit chilly to put them in at the moment, so it's a good idea to start them off in pots. I've actually done that. I'll pull it out and show you because I've only put it in today. Little garlic clove. I just stick them in a pot that sort of size just to get the roots going, and it gives it a head start when you put it in the soil. It seems to coat better. You could technically keep it in a pot all winter and then plant them out as soon as ground conditions are favourable for it. Now let's turn our attention to the flower garden. You need now to make sure you get in all your tender plants that are going to get killed by the frost. Things like geraniums that you want to overwinter that you've had in hanging baskets, make sure you get them in before it's too late. It's also an excellent time of year in November to start planting your tulips. You can plant them in pots, which I've done this year, or you can plant them in the garden. It's up to you. Also, daffodils. Make sure you start getting them in before the weather turns too wintry. Sweet peas are another plant you can sow, but if you haven't got anywhere to overwinter them or keep them safe from mice, maybe it's a good idea to wait till the spring. That's what I usually do. It's now time to start pruning your fruit bushes as the leaves drop off. Also, it's a great time to take cuttings, and I should be making a video later on to show how to take cuttings from fruit bushes, so watch out for that one. And the last tip for today is to start gathering the leaves. If you are fortunate enough to have trees in your garden that are dropping loads of leaves, collect them all up together. You can mow them. If you set your mower on a high cut, it will pick Just take the top of the grass and the leaves and that'll help them rot down quicker. One way to keep them safe is to get 4 posts knocked in the ground in a square and put chicken wire around it. As you collect your leaves, just dump them all in there and that'll rot down and make a lovely leaf mould for you. If you haven't got the space to do that, of course you can just pack them in black plastic bags, tie the top, then stab the bag with a few holes and put them out of the way somewhere, and you'll probably forget about them. Find them in a couple of years and you'll have fantastic leaf mould. So have a good month gardening. Bye for now.